Nebraska's trusted news source. This is Channel 8 News at 5:30.
Coming up tonight, injury update. The Pentagon releases new details on the war in Iran, just how many Americans have been injured so far in the fighting. Also tonight, hours extended, how one nonprofit is helping people here in Lincoln that need a place to go when the sun is beating down. And shutting down, how many businesses are closing their doors due to the unforgiving temperatures. That's where we start tonight. If you've been outside at all, you know just how dangerous the heat is. It's been hot even before the sun came up today. Citizen journalist Melanie sending in this video of the hot morning into our Now Local News app, describing the weather as uncomfortable. And now with the sunshine, it's gone from uncomfortable to downright unbearable. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this sweltering Sunday night. I'm Mackenzie Johnson. Even the breeze, not enough to bring any relief from the heat out there. And if we take a live look outside from our Honda of Lincoln camera, the sun beaming down here on the capital city today. You've got to crank your car AC up as high as it goes. Let's see just how hot we got. Here's meteorologist Dominic Ferraro. Dom?
Hey, good evening, Mackenzie. As you can see, we had to pull out all of the stops here to try and stay cool. And even then, I have it on good authority that it was still hot outside today. In fact, from the climate report and the National Weather Service, we do have a high temperature today of 101 degrees. So no pool floaty or fan here on the desk could stop us from getting plenty warm out there. In fact, we do still have several heat alerts in place, especially for the eastern 2/3 of the state. An extreme heat warning then for us here in that kind of magenta color on your screen, where we could see then heat indices up to 115. And we got pretty close then today, still looking at some pretty warm temperatures out there at the moment. And then as we head then into your Monday, we'll still be under a heat advisory for us in southeastern Nebraska and also out towards east or western portions of the state there as well, with the heat index up to 110 degrees for the start of your work week possible there too. As we take a quick look outside though on your Berry Law camera over downtown Lincoln, temperatures right now 100 degrees in Lincoln, feels like 113 with a strong breeze out of the south between 20 and 25 miles per hour, gusting up to 30. And those are some unpleasant temperatures out there, as high as 110 in McCook, Ogallala there at 110 as well. And we're only at 100 here in Lincoln, but the heat indices out there not much better, especially in the eastern half of the state, anywhere between 110 and close to 120 in a few spots there too. No storms out there yet, though we are monitoring the potential for strong to severe storms in eastern and northeastern Nebraska as we go through the rest of the evening here. In fact, we do have a discussion from the Storm Prediction Center where we could see a watch in north central Nebraska there too. So we got our eyes on all sorts of stuff here in the Weather Center. We'll have more details on that forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, I'm going to have to ask you to point the fan my direction maybe.
We'll get working on that.
Thank you, Dom. The ridiculously hot weather making some people change their plans. Malcolm canceling their farmers market tomorrow night. They say many of the vendors who were planning to be there have bowed out already. And some of the products they're selling won't hold up well in the heat. So they're telling everyone they'll be back open on August 10th. Even some businesses are closing up shop because of the hot sun. Hickman Bar and Grill is shutting its doors both today and tomorrow, saying the temperatures are just too much. Their kitchen staff pushed through yesterday, but they say they won't ask them to do it again because it really took a toll. They go into even further detail in the comment section, describing the unbearable heat in the kitchen. They say fixing that problem will be their focus. Now, while some places are closing, Matt Talbot is extending their hours during this extreme heat, giving those in need a place to escape the sun and have some fun. Channel 8's Emma Norwood has the story with us after speaking with the nonprofit about how they're getting creative. Emma?
Here at Matt Talbot, the nonprofit is going far beyond just giving people a place to cool off. They're getting creative, and through these donated heat kits here from the health department and spare AC units, they're making sure everybody has a little bit of fun.
Dangerously hot temperatures beating down on the capital city this weekend. But at Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach, they're turning the heat into a chance to connect.
We're also trying to have a little bit of fun here because it's pretty unpleasant. So we're trying to do things like have movies on, and we're handing out popsicles. And yesterday we even had an airplane contest.
The nonprofit opening their doors for extended hours, giving those in need a safe space to go to escape the sun. And while they're there, volunteers are helping guests keep a positive attitude.
Our guests are showing gratitude. They're so grateful that they don't have to leave, and they're grateful that we're having a little bit of fun and that we have popsicles and that we are showing movies. You can see some of the relief on their face, not just that they don't have to sit in 110-degree feels like weather, but also that they can come someplace and smile and have some compassion.
The high temperatures taking a toll on the organization, but they're doing everything they can to keep everyone comfortable.
We've been dealing with some air conditioning issues of our own, but we've taken special measures to ensure that it stays cool enough in here for our guests. So we rented units to ensure that we are keeping the temperatures cool enough for our guests to give our guests some relief. We've also got fans going everywhere. It is unpleasant and hot for everybody, and our volunteers are still up. They're here. They are compassionate. They're friendly. Yesterday, they even extended the time that they served dinner because they had extra food, and they really wanted to give our guests a reason to smile.
Reporting in Lincoln, Emma Norwood, Channel 8 News.
Yeah, I'm sure that's really helpful for a lot of people here in Lincoln. Thank you, Emma. Well, this heat is really tough to deal with. Even a few minutes outside can be dangerous. So let us know how you're avoiding the heat by sending in a video like this one you see to our Now Local News app. You can scan the QR code there on your screen to get started and keep up with our Storm Alert team as they send in videos on the forecast. Right now, many are mourning the death of Lincoln native and wildland firefighter Nathan Matthews. Tonight, even more tributes coming in as Matthews' death touches the hearts of people here in our state. He died from injuries he got while responding to the Knowles Fire in western Colorado. The Syracuse Volunteer Fire Department now extending their thoughts and prayers to his family in a post they made today, and you can see their logo there on that sign. We'll keep you posted as more details come out about the manner of Matthew's death. A serious accident investigation team is reviewing the circumstances surrounding the incident. New tonight, the Raymond Volunteer Fire and Rescue Team battling a semi-truck fire on I-80. Check out this picture they posted of the blaze. Flames rising high into the air from the front of the semi there, smoke pluming into the sky. Now, they were able to extinguish the flames and keep everyone safe from injury. No word yet on what sparked the fire. They're thanking the Waverly Fire and Rescue Team for the assist and the Nebraska State Patrol for helping to move traffic while they dealt with the fire. And a native Nebraska celebrity giving a positive update after a scary hospitalization this week. Larry the Cable Guy had to get his appendix removed after, quote, major stomach pain. He's posting on social media today saying thank you to everyone for reaching out. He's at home and recovering and says this situation has been humbling after seeing so many people wish him well. Well, stay with us. We have more coming your way after the break, including Megan Mania. What festivities Pinnacle Bank Arena has planned for fans ahead of the massive country concert tonight. We'll be right back. Will be taking the stage tonight. General admission entry starting not too long ago at about 5 o'clock, but festivities have been underway all day already. She's about halfway through her world tour, and PBA is pulling out all the stops. They have a photo booth set up for fans and multiple themed drinks for the concert tonight. You can see the photo booth right there. If you're in line to get into the concert or in line for merchandise and you take a video of it, you can send it into our Now Local News app and we'll pay you for the video. And there's some interesting items on the Lincoln City Council meeting agenda that's happening tomorrow. They'll be presenting their budget to the full council for the first time. They're also discussing a redevelopment plan for the Sharp building. We'll be taking a deep dive into everything that will be discussed in our morning shows, so make sure you wake up with Andrew Ward tomorrow at 5, 6, and 11 a.m. to find out how this meeting could impact the future of Lincoln.
Heat, humidity, and storm chances make for a packed forecast as we wrap up your weekend. I'm going to make sure that you're ready to go then for the week ahead in your full forecast coming up after the break.
And in our 10 o'clock show tonight, a widespread hayfield fire in Atkinson puts crews in a bind. What help they got from the community to ensure the flames didn't get too out of control. Stay with Channel 8. We'll be right back after the break. A lull in the fighting after 2 weeks of back-and-forth strikes in the war in Iran. This coming as the Pentagon updates its war casualty database. They're now showing the total number of U.S. service members wounded in the war in Iran, now surpassing 600 people. The White House says it's considering escalating military force against Iran, but now a new report says it might not happen. This comes as Israel's leader heads to the U.S. this week. ABC's Matt Rivers has reaction from lawmakers.
After 2 weeks of trading lethal strikes, a brief lull in the fighting between the U.S. and Iran, but tensions remain high in the region. Over the weekend, U.S. Central Command says it boarded a ship in the Arabian Sea on suspicion of violating the U.S. blockade of Iran before ultimately letting it go. This as the Houthis, an Iranian proxy group in Yemen, have opened a new front targeting Saudi oil exports, claiming they hit state-run oil operations in the Saudi kingdom. They've also declared a maritime blockade on Saudi-linked shipping in the Red Sea's Bab el-Mandeb Strait, which serves as a vital trade route. Last week, President Trump met with his national security team to discuss next steps, and on Friday said he was considering a massive attack on Iran. But a new report from the New York Times says the president is backing off because the U.S. weapons stockpile in the Middle East is depleted.
We should never have gotten into this senseless war, and we should end it now. I'm glad that they're not going to unload again with a big military strike. That would just drag us more deeply into this conflict.
The Trump administration pushing back on the reporting. U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Mike Walls, telling NBC,
I want to be crystal clear. The U.S. military, and I've verified this every which way, has everything that it needs to conduct this campaign as effectively as it needs to be. And I have to tell you, the people that are leaking this nonsense deserve to be in jail.
The White House tells ABC News the president prefers a diplomatic solution with Iran, but retains all options if attacks continue on the U.S. or allies in the Strait of Hormuz. On Tuesday, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is scheduled to meet with President Trump, their first face-to-face since February, where he then argued for joint U.S.-Israeli attacks on Iran just days before the start of the war. Matt Rivers, ABC News, Amman, Jordan.
Now, your Storm Alert Team Forecast with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro.
And things continuing to stay here on the hot and humid side as we round out your weekend. Still going to be plenty warm out there as we're still looking at a heat index above 100 degrees in the capital city heading into your Sunday evening. And we're also monitoring the potential for a few strong to severe storms because it wouldn't be just enough to cover the heat. We had to throw the storm chances in there too. Such is summer here in Nebraska. And one more day of those higher temperatures. And as we'll take another run then at the triple digits on Monday before things try to cool down a little bit. It's not going to be much, but at least we're not talking about high temperatures in the hundreds all the way through the work week. So got to take the positives there where we can get them. Mostly clear skies here. In fact, just lots of sunshine on your Shones roofing camera at South 6th and Perkins Street in Beatrice. Take a look at some of these temperatures. At 5:45, we're still talking about a few spots here in the mid-90s. Elsewhere, into the hundreds. It's still 110 degrees in McCook, 106 up in Valentine, 105 in Chadron, 107 in Imperial. As we take a closer look here in southeast Nebraska, 100 for us in Lincoln, Beatrice, Kearney, 102 in Grand Island and Hastings, a few mid to upper 90s out there too. And it's still going to feel plenty hot out there, but it's this that is just making it all that much worse. The dew points right now ranging from the mid 70s to lower 80s as you get out towards Aurora, York, Columbus. And that has driven those heat indices then, or that feels like temperatures well above 100 degrees. In fact, even closer to 115, 120 degrees in some spots. So it's just miserable out there. There's no better way to put it. As we take a look then at your satellite, clear here for the moment. We're kind of monitoring this area right here in central Nebraska, north central Nebraska, out down towards North Platte too, as an area where you could see a few showers and storms pop up over the next couple of hours. As we take a look at Stormcast, it does show that then here by 8 o'clock. A few of these kind of scattered storms out there, and they try and drift then off to the south and east. We expect these to weaken as they move southeast going through the overnight hours, but can't rule out then a few light showers for us in southeast Nebraska too for the start of your day on Monday. Then things clear out. We get plenty hot and humid once again for the afternoon. We will see a cold front move on through the area for your Monday afternoon as well. And that's kind of the kickstarter then to some cooler temperatures as we round out the work week, but still chances then for showers and thunderstorms out towards the west as we head then into the start of your day on Tuesday, a few of which then might bring a couple sprinkles to us in the capital city, but better chances for us than as we head towards the middle of the work week. As we take a look at that severe weather potential and isolated to then scattered chance for severe weather, that isolated risk here in this color, this green color, that's your marginal level 1 out of 5 risk. Then that slight risk there in yellow where we could see some of the stronger storms. Large hail, damaging winds would be the main concern with any storms that can get going this evening, with that risk then shifting off towards the west for portions of the Panhandle and southwestern Nebraska as we go through your Monday afternoon and evening. Once again, large hail, damaging winds, the main concerns there. As we take a look at those heat alerts, anywhere here in magenta is where we could see those heat indices up to 115. That goes then for the rest of the day and into early Monday morning there for portions of northeastern Nebraska. And then as we head throughout the day on Monday, still under that heat advisory for us here in southeastern Nebraska. Temperatures tomorrow range from the upper 90s to lower triple digits. Got us once again at 100 degrees here in Lincoln. And we get a little bit cooler as we head towards the middle of the week. 92 on Tuesday, 93 on Wednesday. If you are going to come out though for our school supplies drive there on Thursday, we got temperatures right now in the mid 80s though, a chance for showers and thunderstorms, but rain or shine, we're going to be here. We'd love to see you guys all come out. Looks like then we'll stay a little closer to average as we head towards the start of August.
Most definitely. And I think the 80s are going to be, you know, it's not that chilly to have like 88, but it's going to feel a lot cooler.
It is going to feel a lot better, especially when you're not talking dew points in the 70s like we have been too. I mean, you walk outside and you can just feel the humidity hit you in the face. And as we go through the middle of the week, hopefully we'll lose a little bit of that.
I'm hoping so too. Thank you so much, Tom. Well, the Branched Oak Observatory is also closing today because of the heat advisory. They say it's for the safety of their interns and the visitors. With tomorrow being another incredibly hot day, we'll keep you posted if they decide to keep their doors closed. New tonight, the Lincoln Police Department is celebrating Parents' Day. It's a day to honor members of their police department that are also parents. They say it's not an easy job to balance. Not only are they serving the community, but they're also showing up for their families. And they're very grateful for all of their members that manage to do it. Coming up in sports, kids get to train with some Husker football players, and we'll reveal our Athlete of the Week. Find out who it is when we come back.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, powered by Green's Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Well, good afternoon and good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us here in the Sports Zone on this hot Sunday. Some exciting stuff, though, to cover today, including a youth football camp featuring some Huskers. Anthony Calandria, Brendan Black, and Isaiah Mosey featured the event, helping a group of 72 kids run through football drills that the Huskers used during their own practices. The event was held at the Hawks Championship Center downtown this morning. The players hosted different sections of the camp, all running different drills such as scrimmages, ladder drills, rushing drills, and sprinting. Husker running back Isaiah Mosey, who grew up participating in similar camps, says he hopes the kids can get a lot out of it.
I heard they learned some skills. They just learned like you can do anything you put your mind to. We're all human, so I feel like just give them motivation of a belief in something they can do.
Today was the first time the Huskers Star Youth Camp was held. Event organizer Deshaun Brown says that they are already looking ahead at doing it again next year, but bigger and better.
So really, we're just talking to the guys, and something that they wanted to do was giving back. So I've run youth camps with some of my other athletes that I work with, and it was really important to them, especially Brendan being a transfer, Anthony being a transfer, just getting into the community and doing some good things for the kids. So came together. The university was great, helping us with all the resources that we needed. So it was just great to see all the kids having fun, taking pictures and all that. So it's been really cool.
To work with star athletes sets kids up for success, giving them a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see what's behind the product on the field. For parents, it's really great to see their children working with the best of the best.
Well, he loves football. He lives for football. That's all he does, and he wants to play no matter what. He doesn't care who it's with. He wants to just play, and just being able to come out here and, to be honest with you, for free. I mean, it made his weekend.
So many special memories made this Sunday afternoon. Really great to see the Huskers pouring back into the community here in Lincoln. Well, a highly anticipated swim meet started this past Thursday at Woods Memorial Pool here in Lincoln. Hundreds of kids gathered from around the state to compete this July for trophies and ribbons in butterfly, freestyle, breaststroke, and medley swimming. One athlete in particular, though, Kinsley Hatch, has been making a splash this year, and that's why she's our Athlete of the Week.
The following segment is sponsored by Menards.
2026 Midwestern Championship Swim Meet started earlier this week, hosted by the Lincoln Select Swimming and Aquatic Club of Elkhorn. The long course season, which is a period of time in swimming when competitions are held in 50-meter pools, has been going on since May. 18 local teams from all over the state of Nebraska have had meets over the past several months in attempt to reach the championship here in July. One swimmer in particular has made quite the impressive run. 12-year-old Kinsley Hatch competed in the 50 fly, 200 IM, and 200 free this weekend and qualified for her first zones meet this weekend. Her goal for this meet, to better her time.
To do my best and hopefully drop more time. Okay. To get first place.
Kinsley, joined by fellow swimmer Ellie Byrne, have been working hard to capture first place this weekend. Their favorite part of swimming is how competitive it can get.
I like to race and be competitive, and it's really fun.
Although in just 2 weeks, Kinsley will represent the state of Nebraska, competing at the next level. She says that this championship meet will prepare her to represent her state.
It helps me to practice to do my best and to just prepare me to get first. I don't really know.
Kinsley went from wanting to try something new to being really good at what she does. Congratulations on being this week's Athlete of the Week. What a great story. That's all the time we have here today in the 5:30 Sports Zone. Mackenzie will go ahead and toss it back to you.
All right, thank you, Nick. Now, a hot day out there. It would have been nice to hop in the pool.
I was watching that pack. I was like, oh, that'd be great to get out and enjoy some cooler temperatures there in the pool. But we'll do it all again tomorrow. Upper 90s to lower triple digits for your highs for the start of the work week. Here's something gross. The heat index, as we can see, anywhere from 105 to 110 degrees, and staying on the warmer side then as we head towards the middle of the week.
All right, thank you, Dom. We'll see you right back here tonight at 10 o'clock.